So my name's Dan Greenall. I'm the owner of Oxford Vapors and Own Boy e-liquids, trademarked across 40 countries. So Own Boy e-liquids is an e-liquid brand that we started back at the end of 2017. We actually started the whole brand concept and the initiation of what we're going to do to release to the public and to the market back in the beginning of 2017. The premise was that I wanted to give something back to my customers that was of the highest standard in terms of testing. And even though it didn't need to comply with TPD, we had everything to a TPD standard. So if I ever did want to put it into a nicotine version, I could do so. But we knew that the majority of consumers wanted short fill products. So we made that first and foremost, released the first line, made a mistake, learned from our errors in terms of bottle format, design of bottle. And then next thing you know, we released our second product and things went a bit crazy, which was brilliant. For me, when I get a new consumer on board, it's making sure that all my staff are relatable to that individual. All of my staff quit smoking by coming to one of my shops and being served by either me or one of my early days members of staff. And we all serve in the same way. You've got to be a human being behind a counter. And we were all in the same boat as that person on the other side of the counter smoking 20 a day. We've all been there. So we make sure that we don't sell to them, we educate them. And that's why my retail outlets are somewhat successful and we have loyal customers, most importantly. First and foremost, how many do you smoke a day? That's always question number one. The reason why we ask that question is to understand approximately as a generalization, what nicotine strength is going to suit them best. But then we have both the sub-ohms, so the direct to lung and the mouth to lung tank options available for testing before someone purchases. Because even though they smoke 30 a day, doesn't mean they want to use something that acts like a cigarette. The majority do, but we can't generalize that, so we give them the choice. So we ask them, how many do they smoke a day? What kind of flavor would you like? Do you want to imitate the tobacco taste or menthol tobacco taste you've been smoking for the last 30, 40 years? Or do you want to move away from that? And then thirdly, the most important question is, how are you doing? They're human beings. We're not there to make them buy something. We're there to see how they are on that day and communicate, with people, all people. We're not just selling someone a new pair of football boots or a jacket here, we're selling someone a product they inhale that will affect their health. That's serious. And I think more people need to take that stance, but at the end of the day, vaping's here to stop people smoking, we're here to benefit lives. So at any end of that spectrum, we're doing something good for the consumer, which I'm happy for. But state of affairs for the UK, we're lucky. We're extremely lucky to have a government that understands what vaping can provide. It's the most successful NRT ever. We're at the lowest statistical percentage of smokers ever since smoking started. So vaping has been a success, end of, but it can be more successful. And I think as long as we work as an industry towards the same end goal, we will achieve amazing things with vaping products. Let's make them as healthy as possible. Let's make the hardware as reliable as possible. Let's make it easier for a consumer to go, do you know what, I don't want to smoke anymore, but I still want nicotine. If you're an addict for 30, 40 years, it's hard to then just stop that. Some people can do cold turkey, but psychology states that's a very difficult thing to do. I couldn't do it at 17, I'd only been smoking for 3 years, so it's not easy. But let's make it as easy as we can for the industry and fall in line. That's simple. This is your supermarket model for testing what the industry has to offer. If you're not here, you're missing something. There's a lot of things here that, all right, I disagree with in terms of marketing and the way they approach customers and the way they want to push a product to someone. Yeah, morally, I don't agree with that. But at the end of the day, we are all here with the same purpose. We want to stop people smoking. And it just so happens that vaping is the best way of doing it. But here you're going to find the world's biggest brands, some of the world's smallest that just need that push to show you that they're better than some of the existing biggest brands. This is a platform for everyone. Consumers get to test out the field, manufacturers get to see who they should be working with, and distributors equally the same. They get to see these brands that are putting in that time and effort, but don't have the marketing budget to explode to the top of the chain immediately. So it's an important thing for the industry, this. So our objective being here at the Vapor Expo 2019 is to let people know that we're still here as a brand. Like, again, because of our marketing budget, we can't be at every single expo with a 12 by 12 booth. I wish we could. I'd love to have 1,000 people at my stand at all times and communicating about what this amazing industry does and what we've managed to create in our e-liquids. But at the end of the day, I'm here to let people know that we're still here. We're supporting our distributor, one of our 3 distributors for the UK, Vape Base. We're on their stand at the weekend. We're just here to say hello to people, to talk, show people that we're not just a logo and an image on Instagram. We're human beings that put effort and time in our lives into creating something for other people to enjoy and get satisfaction from when they vape it. That's our job. Find us at Ownboy eLiquids on Instagram, Facebook, ownboyliquids.com, the website. If they want to find me personally, it's Dan, Ownboy eLiquids. Come and talk to us. Like, that's what we're here for. We're people. We want to be part of this industry, and we want to help people. If you are a non-vapor, if you're currently a smoker, not a smoker, but you know smokers, come and talk to us. I've stopped over 40,000 people from smoking cigarettes. Say 5,000 of them are now not using vaping products. They've not gone back to cigarettes. I've achieved part of my goal, but we've got to hit the millions. There's still 7 million smokers in the UK and 3.6 million vapors. That statistic must switch, and it has to. I give it 2 years. The products are the best they've ever been. Like, production standards are so high now. E-liquids are the best they've ever been. Like, there's no reason not to do it. But yeah, come and find us at ownboyeliquids.com, oxfordvapors.com. We want to speak to you.